On today's episode of Open Box Policy, OBP geeks out on...
Oh.
Well, what?
What?
I feel like, okay, fine.
We geek out on YouTube. We totally geek out on YouTube.
I feel like I was just being normal on YouTube.
It was so good, Adam.
We geek out on YouTube,
right.
and we crack up about chiropractic.
There we go.
Yeah.
Puns on top of puns.
So we have a guest on. So last episode we talked about my chiropractor and the fact that my chiropractor had a YouTube channel. And once we looked at it and once we actually started looking into it, we realized
we were big fucking dicks.
Yeah.
And thank God
He's got a shitload of followers. Yeah, it's got a shitload of followers. So we have Casey the chiropractor on. We talk about his YouTube channel. We talk about what it takes to start a YouTube channel. And then, of course, we ask him a lot of questions about like the education that goes into being a chiropractor and, you know, just some of the ins and outs of actually what that entails.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. Let us know what you thought about Casey on this episode. We are on socials. We're Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at OBP Pod.
And if you want to, shoot us an email. Casey, thank you for coming on. Sorry, we were kind of assholes last episode.
It's our way.
I know, but like, thank you for coming on because you could have just not. Email us at obppodcast@gmail.com.
That's the first time you've ever done it without the paper.
Whoa! She did it without the paper.
My arm's getting tired.
Oh.
Perfect.
Damn it!
All right.
Let me see that hair. No, turn around.
Oh, my hair?
Is it still long? Did you cut it?
Yeah. Still long.
Oh, look at, oh my goodness. I love it.
Letting it flow, bro.
No, wow, you have like a really good natural, like kind of scoop to the end. No, he looks awesome.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
That was actually,
Adam.
when I was
love
in
it.
college, that was like what they called that hairstyle was the flow.
Yeah.
The flow.
Yeah, that was what they
like
called
it.
it back when I was in college. Way back in the day.
Devin, what year were you born?
93.
Oh,
Hey,
so you
93
guys,
gang,
look at
boy.
you two.
93 gang on here. Overpowering it.
What's your birthday?
December 7th.
What's
I'm
yours?
November
Harbor Day.
21st, so I'm like 2 weeks older than you. That's fine.
Nice.
Oh, Devin's still a baby.
Young buck.
But the hair looks good, Devin. I like it.
Thank you.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Stay
once Adam gets plugged up, I'll tell you guys about my first.
Adam is plugged up.
First what?
I like to talk about myself in the third.
Did you
finally have sex? Are you?
No.
Yeah.
Devin,
I'm no longer a virgin.
Devin,
Congratulations.
I will say that when you took your ear headphones off and did the little thing, your hair looks very silky and full, and I'm a big fan. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Have you
it's
cut it?
It's really for the ladies. I mean, without the ladies, where would I be? No, I have not cut it, Adam.
Really?
Yeah, but the first I just did today was received a professional beard trim and shape up.
I've never
from a
done
barber
it.
shop.
I've never done it. No, I've never done it.
Shut up. You've
Tell me.
never done it?
No. I always do my
I've
own.
watched Glenn do it, and I'm like, I wish I had a beard because that looks so amazing.
Having a beard is pretty annoying. I won't lie about it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
more
by the way,
annoying than a good thing.
before we continue, I mean, you're all going to hear the fucking intro anyway, but we have a guest. His name
We
is
do have a
Casey.
guest.
Casey the chiropractor.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, we
Casey
just-
the chiropractor.
We
wanna
have
be-
this thing where we do this every episode, and then we forget that in the intro we're gonna say we have a guest. We act like people just skip our intro because a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So-
I mean, I always skip it.
Right.
So
Are you serious?
I don't listen to our episodes. I'm here for them. I never listen to them.
I listened to 2 of them.
I listen.
Yeah.
I'm here for them.
I listen to it when I'm not there. I do. I mean,
Oh, okay.
maybe not all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
There have been
you,
numerous
Casey.
times in the past when Devin and I were recording on our own, and we would ask Jamie, or we would reference like in the last episode, and she'd be like, "I didn't listen to it." Like she doesn't give a shit.
Because I'm
Like,
here for it. I'm
if
here
she's
for
sick,
it.
she's
You're
just-
part of it.
You may as well just assume she's not on the podcast.
Oh
mean-
shit! I've had my fan going this entire time.
We
Hold on,
can't
let me
hear
turn
it.
it
No,
off.
we can't hear it at all.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Casey, for being here.
I'm worried about.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Casey.
Can I just call you Casey, or do you prefer Casey the chiropractor?
Casey's fine.
The A.
Thanks for
is
rolling your eyes.
chiropractor your last name and then the is the middle name, or is it the chiropractor is
Casey,
the full last
the
name?
chiropractor. Yeah.
Yeah, the is my middle name. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice. I'm gonna move this. I just realized, like, when I was trying to look at Casey, my Zoom thing was up in his face, so it was like I was talking to myself, and I was like, "This is weird."
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So hold on. You said you had your first professional, like, beard grooming session.
Wasn't it so good?
I did. Yeah, it was. It was really cool. Yeah, they put like hot towels and like cocooned my face like a nest.
Yeah,
And,
Glenn has it done.
It really
and I
felt
want
good.
I know.
But he did a good job trimming it. I think he went a little too short, and that's always my qualm about haircuts in general.
Get your
I always
face-
think they cut mine too short.
Get your face closer. Let me see. Get away from the
hold
microphone.
on. Let me. Yeah, I'll lean away from the microphone to breathe.
The nice thing is it'll always grow back. No,
Oh,
it looks
that's
good. man.
good. It looks good. It's shaped.
It looks tailored. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's tailored, but he like I don't have very much cheek hair, and he took away virtually all of it. So now
Yeah.
it just looks like a I look
You got
like
a
Mr.
chin strap.
Tumnus.
You got one of
I
those.
look like Mr. Tumnus from Narnia.
So
Well, that's the annoying bullshit problem I have too, though. Is my cheeks are just like little stray hairs here and there, and then my neck is just full head hair.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have
that's-
real thick necks, and it's hard to go up the
Oh, it
side. I
pisses me
envy.
off.
Like, I don't have good side, like, cheek hair, and I envy people that have, like, that wicked carpet.
Glenn has that.
Her
So-
husband is like
so
a
he-
fucking carpet.
yeah, but he's great.
It's
So
crazy,
he
man.
doesn't get it up here, but he does shave it down from
Yeah.
like here down. But when he goes and gets it professionally done, it's amazing because they go and they like do this weird fade and they
Yeah.
fade it down.
beard
And he
fade,
comes home and he looks like a fucking work of art.
Fucking
Yeah.
beard
Yeah.
fade.
It's amazing.
Makes
it's
your
like
face
I
look
didn't.
skinnier, too.
I did. Yeah, he loves it. And then he's like, "I'm gonna do it myself." And I'm like, "Don't do it yourself because you are not a
No,
trained
like an
barber."
You'll
absolute
fuck it
idiot.
up and shave
Yeah.
it. You remember when
Yes.
Josh fucking came in with a clean shaven face at him?
Yes.
And he was like,
Josh
I
is our old
nicked it.
co-host.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
for that.
Josh was the
Casey
old
wanted to
co-host.
say
He had
that.
a
I was
full
never-
beard, and he was trimming it one day, and he gouged it, I think, and he just ended up shaving the entire thing.
You look like a fat
Dude,
baby.
He looks so weird, man.
Yeah, it was
I
terrible.
did something similar to that when I was in grad school. I randomly on a whim was like, you know what? I've had the same exact facial hair, like the goatee and the mustache, for like 5 years.
Yep.
And I never stray from it. And then the one time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try out the mustache, just see if I can do it. You know, I'm in my 20s now. I'm not a kid anymore.
So just a mustache.
Yeah, just the mustache. And I did it, and I was like, oh no, you know, I kind of look like an idiot. And my wife, my fiance at the time, was kind of laughing about it, and she's like, I mean, give it a try. And I woke up the next morning, and I had like bedhead on my mustache, and I thought I looked like an absolute fool.
Yeah.
And I went into the bathroom and I shaved it off instantly, and then I realized that was the day.
Have you
That
ever
was
done a
the
full
day-
beard?
No, I can't. I literally don't get it on the
Oh,
cheeks.
really?
Like, my
Well, here's the
sideburns are
thing.
really patchy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's the thing. My beard stylist, I'm going to call him that
Oh.
from now on. He
Ooh, look at you.
recommended
Fuck
like Rogaine type substance, hair growth substance. He was like, "Listen, I tell my guys all the time, put it on your cheeks, and they'll come back 3 weeks later and they'll be
Li-
like, dude, it's starting to grow."
Listen,
No
shout
way.
out to my
100%.
shout out to my friend Ryan Rayburn, which I would
Yeah.
like to have him on. So he, as long as I've known him, which has been a very long time, he wants to grow a beard, and he tries to grow a beard, and he tries so hard, and he got Rogaine and tried to use it, and it didn't work out very well. But I think he got like regular Rogaine, not like, you know, for like your face.
Do they have face
Is there a
Rogaine?
facial Rogaine?
Well,
They-
no. So
there's
that's the thing. The barber was like,
Oh,
"Hey,
you don't mean
it
specifically
can't
Rogaine.
tell.
You mean just something
Yes.
made for your face. Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh,
Say-
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't help, but like, bless his heart, he wants a beard so bad. So bad.
Well,
I
he should
mean,
just
Yeah,
hit
but the
puberty.
barber was like, "Listen,
Yeah.
you just get some hair growth stuff,
he's around Glenn
and then
all the
put it on
time.
your cheeks, and it'll do it."
Yeah, this
So-
guy's got Ryan kind of has a baby face.
Well, I know a guy I could get him some
some
testosterone or something.
some good drugs.
Yeah.
Some good,
Yeah.
some good hair
I
drugs.
got that.
Just
I got
cover him
that
with-
hair growth on the low.
put some test patches on his
Well,
face.
when I met Glenn, he had facial hair like yours, and he'd had it for years. And then I didn't really have any feelings towards facial hair at all. Oddly enough, I'd only ever dated clean-shaven men for the most part. And when I met him, and then I don't know, we had been together for a while, and then he was like, I'm gonna grow a beard, and I was like, all right, cool, do it. Like, ugh, gross.
Fell in love with it.
Like, gross. Fine, we'll try it. And then
go ahead.
We are now 9 years deep of him having a beard, and he's only shaved it completely clean twice when he's been mad at me.
Yeah,
it's been the worst days of my life.
He looked like a
mad at you,
jackass.
so he shaved his beard.
I love a beard. It's my.
Yeah.
I never even knew I loved a beard until he did that. But those 2 times he shaved it completely. I mean, I wanted to die.
You almost divorced.
I went in my
really
backyard
bad.
and started digging a grave, and I was like, "Shoot me now, because I can't live with you without a beard."
He had really bad razor burn.
Yeah, because
awful razor burn. Because you
Yeah,
got pissed
because-
off and
the
it was
worst.
like your
Baby
leg
song.
razor.
No, because he got mad when we were back home visiting my parents for Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve. He got mad at me, drank a bunch, walked into my bathroom, took the razor that I used for my legs, like a shitty razor,
like a little
and,
2-blade razor,
and
or some
took his
bullshit.
long ass beard that he hasn't clean shaved it in years and did it, and then his whole face hurt
He
for
ripped
like
it out, man.
his
He basically
whole
ripped
face
it out.
hurt
Yeah,
for like
poor guy.
2 weeks, and we came home and he went to work and his whole face hurt, and I was like,
Serves him right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
It
you
did.
fucking get for
Yeah.
shaving that beauty.
Well, but I mean, I am. I mean, I actually have lengthened my beard again. I didn't have any length in it because I shaved it all off and I hated it. And then I finally started putting length in it again. But we haven't recorded in a couple weeks. It had gotten like crazy long, and I trimmed it all back because it had, my chin hair grows so fast. But like, I'm attached to it.
I'm jealous, man.
It'll happen. You're like fucking 15, Devin. Like it'll
Devin is
happen.
not
I'm 16,
15.
goddammit.
Yeah. Your balls haven't even dropped yet. Like,
Right.
go get your fucking license.
Here's my
and
thing,
Go
is
to
like-
high school.
Here's the thing with Devin, though. That facial hair, which could look super stupid on a lot of people, looks really good on him. Like,
Well,
I
it's
don't, I
okay.
don't,
Thanks.
I don't
Thanks.
think he doesn't need a mustache and like cheek stuff. Like with the long hair, he's got. I'm gonna say it. And I've said it before, and everybody fucking sue me. You look like Ragnar.
No, you don't.
Hell yeah.
Yes, he does.
Ragnar for the win.
How much have you watched Vikings?
I'm
How
going to be
much?
honest. I've never seen a single
There
episode.
you go.
I
So
watched
don't
it.
tell me.
Well, Vikings is good. It just after I don't know. Ivar kind of ruined it for me. Ivar is an annoying character.
Oh fuck! I hate Ivar.
Ivar's so fucking
Ugh.
annoying.
I found him on social media and I disliked all his shit, even though it was just him.
How do you dislike all of this shit?
I commented things.
She would stare at it and just growl and be like, I dislike this shit.
Honestly, they should have that feature by now for
Did
you
you?
to dislike. Well, they have the thumbs down on Facebook. But
Did you?
And,
Thanks.
and
Did you-
YouTube, which we're going to talk
Did you
about in a
finish
minute.
it, or are you up to date on it?
No, I gave up
You
after
gave up after
like
after died.
after like York.
Spoilers.
After York, that was when I kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, we were super into it.
Are you
and
talking
then-
about after like, you know?
he's talking. She's talking about season 3.
No, I'm talking. I mean, wait,
the last.
no.
I'm trying to think of the last thing I remember was
Watch all this.
I've
season.
never seen it, by the way.
Kattegat.
Yeah,
Kattegat being sieged with. That's the last thing I remember.
So, spoiler alert. I'm just gonna say it.
Say it.
We really wanted to stop watching it after Ragnar died because he carried
Yeah.
the show.
Did you not know that he died in real life, like in the stories?
Oh, well, what stories?
So
All-
he's based off of
Bro,
ancient like
mythology.
Norse mythology. Well, and
Well,
it's
no.
like there's conflicting stories on whether or not he was a real person. Like, so the history of like the Great Heathen Army when they invaded England, that's all like historically accurate. And like I think it was like 890 or something like that. This giant army of like thousands and thousands of North. That's where like they called them the Northmen, the Wrath
Yeah.
of the Northmen. And they invaded England, and they actually created this giant kingdom in like what's today like Northumbria, East Anglia, like half of the island of Britain, and it was called like the Danelaw because it was primarily Danes, and super interesting stuff. And it was,
I knew it was based off
This
of.
is going to lead great into his YouTube channel.
No, no.
I was about to say, like, it's
But
Casey,
no.
the historian, the chiropractor.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I mean,
historian's now your
I
name.
knew the
Yeah.
Vikings was based off of real things. I guess I didn't know how
yeah.
tightly it
How
was.
real it was.
So there's actually a famous painting of
So you-
Ragnar being executed. He was thrown into a pit of snakes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's in the show.
It's a real story.
It was
Well,
so
hopefully
sad.
it doesn't sound-
And I just
doesn't
kept.
sound bad.
Spoilers.
I just kept waiting for him to come back. I was like, they're not going to kill off. They're not going to kill
Yeah.
off Ragnar.
Ael of
And they
Northumbria,
did, and then,
the bastard.
And then the sons, which Ivor, God, he was a fucking asshole. I hate
Imagine,
that dude.
like, let's say you could pick 3 deaths, and it were like the hot boiling tar pit, or it were just a pit of fire,
Okay.
or a pit of snakes.
Snakes.
It's like instant. I would much no. I don't mean instant death. But you instantaneously said snakes.
100%.
That's because I feel like that would be less painful.
I've heard that burning alive and drowning are like the two most painful ways to die.
Devin, what
like
would you
natural
pick?
ways to die, I guess.
Devin said no to the snakes. What would you pick?
I would dive headfirst into the hot tar.
What?
Head first, that way you
crazy,
make it a little
dude.
quicker.
Because you would
Head
basically
first,
drown,
and it would be
suffocate,
searing
and
pain
burn.
for like 5 seconds, and then I'll just be done.
No,
I'd rather
you're a
get
weirdo.
I would rather get a
First,
tiny.
it'd be slow.
I would rather get a
You'd
tiny.
drown, too.
Get a bite in my arm, maybe not tiny,
Or
maybe
a lot of
bunt,
bites.
bunt,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just
kind of
like,
fall
I
asleep and
don't-
die.
Have your blood solidify. Then you
better than my
but
body
I think it would be
solidifying
faster
in
than the
freaking tar.
fucking tar.
100%.
Yeah, I think, well,
Tar
depending on
would
the
be
You think-
burning your
wait, you
body
think-
and suffocating.
You think dying from a snake bite would be faster than hot tar?
I
You
think-
would be
I think-
dying from multiple snake
And
bites,
it'd
so
be
it would hit you
less
very
painful,
fast.
Cumulative
less
effect.
painful. Your body would not be suffocating and burning alive, which would happen if you dived into hot tar. Your body's burning and you're suffocating.
Yeah, but I'm
Especially
not going
head
to feel
first.
every bit of it.
Yes,
If
you
I go
will.
head first, I'm done.
How do you know? Have we talked to somebody who's done that and survived?
I have. Yeah, I
Who?
have.
Your neighbor?
He's a hot tar survivor.
Oh, okay.
His skin's all burned.
Get him on the next
You're a
episode,
bullshitter,
please.
bro.
Yeah,
Please,
Yeah.
please
we'll have
bring
him on the next
By the
episode.
way, this
I'm gonna
episode is
bring-
brought to you by Antivenom. You know,
Yeah.
come get some.
I'm going to bring me and Adam's friend who was bitten by a bunch of snakes and survived the next episode.
Yeah.
He can't really talk, and he's wrapped up in like cloths and stuff like
But
that.
he
so just
feels
don't make
good about
fun of his
life.
appearance.
No, I would rather die by snakes.
100%.
Snakes.
100%.
Yes. So on the last episode, I mentioned that my chiropractor randomly told me that he had a YouTube channel, and I was like, bullshit. There's no fucking way. And then he told me, he's going to end up mentioning this because he asked me the question downstairs. He told me how much money he made, and I came on here, and to say that I misquoted it would be a fucking understatement. So, like, please,
to say also that you misquoted that, like, oh, he has a YouTube channel.
It's a
No, 'cause
fucking
what
legit
happened-
YouTube
I
channel.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I listened to
he
this
said he has a
podcast, man.
YouTube channel.
We're-
He said it
26
was pretty successful,
We're
and we
all-
got jealous, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Fuck
Fuck
this guy."
this fucking YouTube channel.
We're all fucking assholes.
Yeah.
I don't
And then,
think so.
and then when Adam said
Tell us how many-
you were going to come on, I was like, why would he want to come on? We were all such assholes. God
Yeah.
damn
I mean, I feel
it.
like we have good rapport at work.
For sure,
in the
yeah.
office.
Well, but I mean,
Thank
that's
God he came
classic. I mean, it's basically like open box shit on it policy. You know, like we just like we shit on anything that we're like bullshit. No one's more popular than we are.
Right. Yeah. I texted you. I think it might have even been like the next day or like the day after I saw the podcast. I'm like, bro, you made me sound like
Yeah,
such an
Adam
asshole.
texted
Yeah.
Adam
Yeah.
texted.
This guy walked in and was like, "Your show's whack.
Yeah,
My
but
YouTube channel's way
that's the
better."
deal. Like we're it's like all like bullshit satire, like us
Adam-
just goofing
Adam
off.
texted me and Devin and said, God, we got another fucking casualty. We're like, what? And he went-
Adam
and then
always
Adam-
has the casualty.
And then Adam was like, I really need to watch what I say. I feel like I just say shit and blah, blah, blah.
Full disclosure, I was not upset.
And but
I was
then-
just-
So
then-
I want to tell you a funny story about
But then
this.
he mentioned how you were willing to come on. I was like, what? Really? He wants to? Like,
Well,
that's
but
fucking awesome.
if there's ever been a podcast that would eat its own crow over and over again,
100%.
it was Open Box Policy. I mean,
oh,
like
for sure. That's our specialty.
We're wrong.
talk-
We're wrong all the time.
we'll talk about
Yeah, we
something
are.
and we're like, bullshit, Trump was right. And then like 2 days later, we're like, bullshit, Trump is wrong. You know, or like whatever. Like we'll
We're
just
the
like
worst.
immediately like recant everything we
Yeah.
said on the last episode. We'll
Yeah.
just start
We
fucking
never
talking.
said that
We
on
have no
episode 5.
sources,
Yeah.
so we just kind of.
Actually,
We're assholes.
yeah, I mean, we just talk about what the fuck we want to talk about. That's one of the reasons why some of our feedback is like, man, I fucking hate that guy, Adam. Like, what an asshole, you know?
Everybody
They're
hates
like,
Adam.
He just fucking, and you know, and it's like, you always got to have that character. But, like, I mean, you do. I'm like Howard
always
Stern.
gotta have-
I'm
I'll
like
be that
Don
character.
Imus. Say what?
God.
I'll be that character. You're always going to have one, so
Yeah,
I'll just
you
go
gotta,
ahead and
you gotta
be
have
it.
someone. It used to
Fuck
be
it,
Josh.
man. Embrace it.
The other guy, everyone. Well, I mean, not everyone hated him, but he was a bit of a douchebag. He was. He was lovingly a douchebag.
I got you.
So yes, please. So when you say YouTube channel, my YouTube, the content on YouTube is typically like video content. I mean, it's like people running around out in the streets doing something stupid. It's someone
Vlogging.
like it's like vlogging. So or someone videotaping themselves like building a desk or
Because
Right,
we're all idiots. And
More of
that's
these
what
like
our,
IRL sort of things, like people
That's what I perceive,
documenting their life. and these
Exactly.
sorts of
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Top 10 things and
the five things that I hate most about this desk.
Pranks.
Pranks and like when you think YouTube you think like PewDiePie or like Logan Paul or like those types of
Right.
guys like in general. So like I was completely blown away when I opened it up and I saw that it was like strategy games and
Nerdy as shit, dude.
huh?
Nerdy as shit.
But so the first thing that basically the three of us said, and I want you to talk about it, but this is like our first assessment, was like, what the fuck? And number two, he cornered the market.
Yeah.
Like it's a niche fucking market, man. It's like there's not a lot of people that do this one thing. And it's like this historical, like world conquering, like strategy game kind of stuff. And inevitably, you know that there's going to be an audience for that kind of stuff. And like they want to have content, they want to see it. So like we talked about it downstairs before. Like me and Devin talked about it. It's like yeah, he did it. He like got this one thing, this niche, and he cornered it.
Yeah.
So can I ask you? Is it? I took a look at your channel. Is it one game or is it multiple games?
I was confused about that as well. So we're going to let him just tell all about it.
Yes.
So
yeah, tell us about your YouTube channel.
Right. Okay. So the long story short is anytime you get into YouTube and you like are looking to grow, if you ever look at literally any channel that says, hey, I'm going to help you grow your channel, they're going to tell you find a niche and embrace it and grow your channel in a community, grow a community first. And then if you want to stray from that niche, you'll have a sizable enough community that you will have people that are there for you, not for specifically for what you're doing, more for the content that you produce. And so I'm working on that, and I'm definitely in that stage right now. But and admittedly, I had tried different stuff. I had my YouTube channel for about 5 years at this point. Excuse me. And I just hit 1,000 subscribers last August, so about a year ago. And now, as of this morning,
we have a shit ton now.
Yeah, as of right now, I mean a shit ton compared to then. As of right now, I'm at about 26,000, which is still not like it's. A lot of people would call that a small channel, but
a year ago,
yeah,
you had 1,000.
Yes, sir.
And so in 1 year, you put on like 25,000% or 250. How the hell 250%?
And he did it organically. You did that organically, right? You didn't go out and be like, "Hey, I'm going to do a TikTok challenge."
No. Yeah, it was. So the nice thing is my channel is what you call a Let's Play channel. Basically, it's honestly, if you're going to do gaming content, it's the easiest way to do it. You just turn on a recording, you play, and you just basically think out loud instead of playing.
Man,
you
I could
say
kill
what
that.
you're doing as you're doing it. And then you upload it, and very little editing is required. So, there's not a whole lot of rendering issues. I have a high-end computer, and I had one before that just because I'm a nerd and I like computer hardware. So it takes me probably about 45 minutes from recording to a video being up, a 20-some minute video. So when I first...
So the return on investment is pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Okay, finish your thing because I have a couple questions. But
Okay.
I want you to.
Yeah, me and you, Casey, are going to know a ton more about this than those two old fucks.
Yeah, so
Just saying.
the big thing with YouTube is...
Fuck you, Devin.
Fuck you, Devin.
You have to find...
Whisper, fuck
Jesus
you, Devin.
Christ, fuck you, Devin. You're a fucking asshole.
Fucking quit.
I just told you all about how great your hair and beard were. Now you're being a fucking asshole.
You fucking douchebag. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's me. Hey, somebody's got to be it,
The big thing is kind of finding your balance between quality and quantity, because you can't make a ton of great content. It's hard, especially if you have a day job like I do. And so my goal was to make as much as I could with the highest production quality as possible. So for those who don't know, once you hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you become eligible to monetize your channel. And what that means is YouTube is owned by Google. They will place ads, like pre-roll ads or mid-roll ads, depending on the length of the video, that people will watch. Generally, it's on like mobile and stuff, because a lot of people use ad block. But anybody who's on mobile, or unless you're using a VPN on your phone, they're going to play the ads. So, and that ends up converting to, give or take, about like, I don't know, $1.75, $2 per 1,000 views. And so whenever you have 1,000 subscribers, like obviously you're not getting that many views, but for example, last month there was a big update to the game that I play. Europa Universalis is the name of the game. And,
what is that? Europa Universalis?
Europa Universalis 4, actually.
All right.
But yeah,
You said that super
Bro.
clear. I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
So let me tell you.
Yeah, I thought it
heard
was
it.
gibberish. Too.
Everybody that plays it calls
thought it was
it.
gibberish.
Everybody just calls it EU4. That's what everybody calls it.
EU4.
And EU4 in a nutshell
Isn't
is
that what you put that on some of your videos though? 'Cause I
yeah,
looked at your-
EU4,
okay, cool.
Europa Universalis 4. So basically, what it is in a nutshell is it is a map game for like autistic people. Like honestly, that's what it is. Like it's for people
So is
who
it conquering areas?
very analytical, take your time, be slow, understand a lot of things, weigh risk management, because in the game you have to manage diplomacy and war. You have to manage all these finances.
I can't even manage fucking
So
diplomacy.
on-
I have 7 employees.
So on
I
your-
can't even like have a diplomatic relationship with fucking 7 people.
So
can do it in a video game.
on your channel, do you is it just you playing, or do you offer advice, or is it just kind of people watching you kind of dominate and be like, maybe I should do that? What is
So yeah, that's a good question, because there's a lot of different sort of takes on this. So that I'm definitely not the only person who makes it on YouTube. Like I'm one of probably a few hundred people that do it. The reason why I have found success is because I have embraced that I am the guy who plays very fast, make a lot of retarded mistakes. I'm sorry, stupid mistakes.
Yes.
I know. I
Our
actually
word.
watched
We
that
just did
episode.
an episode on that. We did an episode.
No,
meant-
So
R
much
word.
for not editing our
Hard
episodes.
R.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I make a lot of dumb mistakes, and so I'm kind of that guy. Like I'm the guy who plays fast and crazy, whereas most people who play it who are successful are like the people who are sitting there pausing for 10 minutes before they even do anything in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm playing like max speed, trying to just get shit done, do what I started the campaign with the intention, because it's got a lot of replayability. You can do whatever, you can go for all these various achievements
Yeah.
or whatever. And so that's kind of where I've become popular as that guy. And
takes
So again,
risks
you
and-
have like
Balls to the
a
wall.
niche. You have a niche.
I have a niche within
Yeah.
the niche. Yeah, and that all plays all the well into it, yeah.
Now, you said that you had the YouTube channel before
Devin, we need a
you
niche.
did this. What were you?
Hey, we're in it, bro. Podcasting is the smallest niche out there, bro.
What were you?
Nobody else does podcasting. Sorry, go ahead.
Shh. What were you doing before that? Did you you had a YouTube channel before this became a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Were you trying out other avenues? Were you doing the same thing? What were
Yeah.
you doing that all of a sudden this is what you picked and it was like
Yeah, so basically, it's kind of funny how it works out. So I started my YouTube channel, like I said, probably like 2015, I think. And I just started uploading games that I enjoyed playing, and they were like nerdy games. Like there's this game called Stardew Valley, which is like a farming game.
are they all PC games?
Oh yeah, all PC games. And then the next one was a game called Terraria, which is kind of like Minecraft, only it's like 2D platformer version of Minecraft. And they never really gained a lot of traction. I get like 30, 50 views per video, and I'm putting out 1 to 2 videos every day. And so I actually, when I got married to my wife, she didn't even know I had it, because I was like, I never even told her, because it was something I just did
Wasn't
for
really
fun.
going anywhere.
Yeah, it was like, every
Right.
Saturday I'd sit down and record for like 3 hours, and I'd upload a video a day throughout the week, and I never thought anything of it. And when my wife and I moved into my apartment over in Bellevue before I graduated from school and I actually had income, I was like, well, hey, I still got some student loans, so I might as well put some time into this YouTube, see if I can make it a part-time job. And my wife was extremely hesitant. She was not supportive at all. She thought it was like the most annoying thing in the world, because she's like, I just got married to this guy. Now he's locking himself in his office for like 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
You
Trying to
should
dedicate
come out of your
himself-
office and be like, it could be porn, and just
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
close.
Could
I
be
mean, for
fans only.
all she cared, I probably was in there,
Yeah.
So, and then it was funny, because then when I started getting paid, it was like my first paycheck from YouTube when I was about, like 2,000 subscribers. It was like, okay. It was
Do you
like,
actually get a check in the mail from YouTube?
it's through a program called
Be the
Google
coolest.
AdSense, and it's like a direct deposit. But yeah, I do. I get like a paycheck. I just got
So
paid
you
today,
don't have
actually.
to do anything to get money.
Well, he's got to make good content.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, like,
So, yeah.
but I mean, like, you don't like. Besides making good content, there's no like. As long as you have a good follower base and then they kind of do the work and they pay you for that.
Yeah, so yes, there is like this static income that you can make that you don't necessarily have to go above and beyond to get. If you just make the videos business as usual, you will get that. I've kind of gone above and beyond that. I created a Patreon, which is like
yes.
just like a crowdsourcing thing.
Well, that I've always wanted to know is what in the fuck is Patreon?
Patreon's
is that just
awesome.
people like asking for money?
A lot of podcasts.
So like
have
if you're
Patreon.
familiar with like the word patron, like from the Renaissance, it was these people who would pay for these people to pursue their passions, like artists and philosophers and these things.
Yeah.
And so people could choose to be patrons of people that they appreciate their content, their creative drive or whatever.
Okay.
So like podcasts, some of my favorite podcasts that you still get the podcast content every single week, but you can be a Patreon and you can do $1, you can do $5, $10, doesn't matter the amount.
Well,
but
don't you have like subscription based like prizes?
But depending on, so with the podcasts, the ones that I am a part of, I've never done Patreon, but I know that you can put whatever. Some of them say, give us, if you want to, give us whatever money you want, and we do like mini episodes. So like there's
behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes like that.
It's like personalized.
It's like prestige level unlocks and stuff.
Yes,
like that.
but I mean, and depending,
like we could send like a signed sticker or something.
But depending who is running the Patreon, you can, some of them are like, $5 gets you one level and $10 to the next. And then some kind of go, any money you want to give us is awesome.
I'll send you like a topless pic.
Yeah.
Well, me.
There's a lot of women on Patreon, dude.
Yeah.
just look it up.
I'm just saying.
Hey guys, if you want to be a Patreon member, Adam's gonna
Adam will
send you a
send
picture
you pictures of his tits.
of his boobies.
Yeah.
So
they're 41. They're
now we're on
41-year-old premier moobs.
Please subscribe.
Yeah. Please subscribe. like in 42, I'll be in a bra. It'd be perfect.
It's good.
it would
good
be.
stuff.
Yeah.
But so I got into that, and it's crazy because I've made a decent bit of money since I got monetized last year, but I've spent like 3/4 of it just investing back into. I started off, I had a Blue Yeti, which is like this $100 microphone.
Yeah.
I upgraded. I actually ended up with an AT2020, which is one of these guys. And then
sweet.
I just recently bought a Shure SM7B, which is like it's the
Big
microphone
boy.
that Joe Rogan uses, or like a lot of these major podcasts. And not an advertisement.
We're not major. We're still using the 2020.
And we refuse to like acknowledge like some of the other most famous podcasts on the planet. Like every time Joe Rogan comes up with this podcast, where everyone's just like, "Fucking hate him. We hate him." Yeah,
I don't like
he does,
him.
but his equipment is like he always has the best of the best.
Who
Like,
fucking cares about his equipment? I've seen lots of dudes with quote unquote equipment that's so fucking cool.
well,
losers.
so
I know the feeling.
he told me downstairs.
Jamie has strong feelings.
I
against Jordan
really
for some
don't.
reason.
When
For some reason, they're both left.
When
but
I got here
love me some
tonight,
Joe
I was
Rogan.
sitting in the kitchen with Allie, and she was like, we were just talking. She was like, "Oh, you don't like Joe Rogan?" I was like, "I fucking hate Joe Rogan." She's like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know."
Allie
I hate
likes
him.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, big time.
Oh,
think
bro, I
most
love
people
Allie
do.
now.
And I was
not
like-
that I hate her,
Yes.
but
And she was like-
statistically,
she was
the
like-
majority of people like.
She was
Joe
like,
Rogan. Huge.
"Why don't you like him?" I was like, "I've hated him since Fear Factor days.
Yeah.
I'm done. I hated him
See,
then.
wow,
hate him
is
now."
it just his face?
I
He
actually-
does
Every-
have like a
it's-
hateable face.
it's-
I liked him from UFC stuff. Like I liked him from.
He's
Listen,
good with the UFC.
I like him.
I don't
He's
like
good
him with UFC
but
either.
I've
I,
heard him in the UFC.
I feel
I thought
like
he was a douchebag on Fear Factor. Yeah.
I think UFC, he likes to hear his own voice, and he likes to. I don't like him. I just don't like him.
Jesus Christ,
I don't
this is
like
coming
it.
from a deep
Tell us how you
place,
really
Jamie.
feel, yeah.
I don't
Well,
like
we
it.
need to like fucking at him on this video and be like, "Yo, you want to know what people really think of you?" You
On
know?
the next
doesn't give a
episode of
shit.
OBP, Joe Rogan will be joining us.
Joe Rogan sues us for
No,
slander.
he will not. He's not.
Right, yeah.
He's not coming in the studio. Fucking hate him. Anyway, sorry.
Okay,
Casey,
we
so
get it.
hold
We
on.
get it,
Sorry.
Yeah,
man.
stop talking about Joe Rogan. So
You guys brought up Joe Rogan.
no, I'm pretty sure you did.
Listen, Joe Rogan is not our guest today. Casey, the historian, the chiropractor, is our guest.
yeah. So right now you've got 26,000 subscribers, roughly, right?
About that, yeah.
So you upload video today. Let's say like 1 week from now, or we'll just say a month from now. Let's say you uploaded one video this month and you got like, 80 or 90,000 views or whatever the hell. Like how much revenue, no matter like how much revenue on average will take Patreon and all that stuff out of it? How much will you generate from YouTube only?
If you're comfortable telling us.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I don't care. So
I'm giving him
$1 million.
$1 million.
Don't give me that fucking side eye.
I made $1,200 from YouTube last month, just from YouTube ad revenue.
So that's what is that a year? That's fucking
It's like 15 grand.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a great second. That's side gig, baby.
What the fuck? What if fucking if Open Box Policy brought in 15 grand, I'd quit my fucking job.
I wouldn't recommend that, man.
No, you would have to.
You got a mortgage.
Run around my neighborhood.
Between the three of us.
But I'd have like $4,000. Be like, look at this motherfucker. It's like I made fucking $4 grand from YouTube. This is crazy.
In cash.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But I mean, look, it's a volume game. It's like you basically said, like he was at 1,000 subscribers, and then suddenly he's at 26,000 subscribers, and if that goes to 35 and 45 and 50, and it's crazy. So I have a YouTuber that I love, and I've watched him for the last 4 or 5 years. I watched him go over 1 million. I watched him go over 2 million. And then one day just decided, the guy's projects, he's into cars. His projects are so incredibly expensive. He has his own shop, this massive house, hovercrafts, like every kind of vehicle you could possibly imagine. And I started looking up his revenue generated by YouTube only. It is out fucking rageous.
Yeah.
And then you add in, Casey just told me recently that he had his first little app or online little game or whatever that was can we advertise on your channel? Didn't you tell me that?
Oh yeah, I did. I actually had it was Raid Shadow Legends, which is funny because that's kind of a meme.
So how does that work then? Do they?
You just got a sponsor.
Integration. It's a sponsorship integration, but it was for one video where they basically give me a script. They say, hey, we want you to read this off, record yourself playing the game, do a couple of different things, put a couple of screenshots from the game in, and we'll pitch you an amount of money. How much do you want? And generally, the going rate is about 3 cents per view. Is how much do you pay?
So is it one of those things where you read it off and then do you offer a discount with a code?
Yeah, so generally, and that's generally how
so
they
they're
do
able
it.
to track.
Yeah, there's an affiliate link and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then so it was okay, cool. I can guarantee you at least 10,000 views on this video, $300. And they're like, deal. No questions asked. And that kind of blew my mind because I was like, holy shit.
I should have said $3,000.
Well, because I was trying to be realistic.
Left off 3 zeros.
Because I got a couple of...
I'm gonna need $30,000.
Yeah,
we can work down from there.
Because I think a lot of my success has come from my ability and my willingness to network with people that are much larger than me. I've never been afraid to reach out to somebody and say, hey, my name's Casey. I want to, play some games with you. If you want to do a collaboration, let me know. And then people are like, oh, hey, I would love that, actually. Let's do that. Because they have an opportunity to grow as well.
It really helps because I was listening to a video on the way home from grocery shopping, and you naturally have a very good voice, and just from the practice that you've had over the past year and a half or so, your ability to tell something out loud is 100%, man. And how
really many good YouTube videos do you watch where you can? We talked about this downstairs. You've got good equipment, you know what you're doing. But how I don't know if you've ever watched those videos where someone's just talking about something and they're just it's awful sound quality. They always sound like this,
it's very tinny, a lot of echo from recording in the kitchen.
Yes, exactly, and they don't know. It's obnoxious. So this will be a very quick story. I've loved.
That's how they always start.
Shut up,
right?
Devin.
I have 2 questions to ask Casey, but hold on. Let's wait for this short story.
You can. It's a short story.
I know. Come on. Let's do the short story.
Then stop fucking talking about it and I'll get over it. I have this guy that's always talking about crypto. I've never invested in cryptocurrency. And he's talked to me about it 1,000 times. And he finally, everyone stop shaking your fucking head. He finally got me to do it. And I was.
3 of us were like.
So I know everyone's like, this fucking guy's going to go broke. So much for your house and your car, But so I finally did it. I broke the mold. Oh, no. I did a lot of research. So he started sending me all these videos. And I never watched any of them. I did my own research.
Look at Devin. Devin's loving
But
So good.
just wait. So recently he was like, you got to watch this video. I watched this video, and this fucking geek got on there. It was like, I am the crypto master, and I immediately was like, oh my god,
Used car salesman.
What did I do? Give me all my money back, please. And he was
That's
like,
Adam's classic, cigar in mouth. Oh my god.
oh my god. I was sitting on my couch and I was like, what the fuck is this? And 10 minutes into the video, he started talking about flat earth theory, and I was like, oh shit! What the fuck did I do?
Now you've piqued my interest.
This guy's don't no, not on.
You
here.
had my curiosity. But
Yeah.
now you
have my attention.
Yeah, he started talking about this weird shit, and I was just like, no, this is not happening. So I went into work, and this guy was like, yo, bro, what'd you think about those videos? And I was like, get the fuck away from my desk. Step back. He was talking about fucking flat earth, and he was like, oh no, man, that was just one part of the video, and I was like, fuck
That's
off,
enough
bro.
to make me be like,
I
no.
was like,
Enough to tune
fuck
me out.
off, But and it's just because that, and I mean, not on top of it, we're talking about how good he sounds on his videos.
Right.
There's actual production quality.
Yes.
And a lot of
I mean, it's not only the quality; it's his personality too.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it's
he
an
knows how to
underrated
carry
thing.
it well.
it's
since
extremely underrated.
He's done it for so long.
A lot of people don't have that. Oh, Jamie. All right. Well, I like how you're being quiet about it. Yeah, we're going to keep talking. Jamie's going to go.
Stories. I should have gone to the bathroom while you were telling your story about flat earthers and stuff.
You should have. Jamie's going to go take a piss.
Yeah.
I am. I'm the whole YouTube thing. We talked about it on one podcast, and Devin and I have talked about it in the past. It's a medium that we have never. I mean, we have a YouTube channel. It's just us uploading videos, but we don't put any effort into it, and we've never explored it.
Yeah.
But we talked about it about a month or two ago. It was actually about 3 months ago. How it's a resource that is still absolutely exploding. Mm-hmm. I mean, every day there are so many people that are. I mean, guys that I'm just going to use you as an example. Guys that sit in their fucking closet and record videos that are millionaires.
Whoa, he's right there, Adam.
No, I'm talking about you, dickhead.
Look at Tyler One,
Yeah.
big streamer. He doesn't even he doesn't do anything. He still records with his headphone microphone.
His headset.
Dude's a millionaire.
Oh my god, man.
Dude's killing it. Yeah,
See, it's
That's
crazy,
You
man.
just got to find it.
but that's his
well,
personality. It's his personality.
Yeah. What's a competitor to YouTube?
There isn't one.
Exactly.
Vimeo.
YouTube since
Vimeo-
2006
No, I mean
has cornered the market. No, not just video. You can see video anywhere, but the ability, what YouTube platform is the ability to make money off those videos.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
monetization of YouTube is really solid, and the big thing is there's a ton of integrations. I recently contracted somebody to make a alternate logo for my channel that isn't so noisy. It's just the logo initials of the channel, and I set up a Teespring account, which is a T-shirt made to order, and made $60 this week. Just said, hey, if you guys want to buy a shirt, and I sold 8 shirts, and it was it's not nothing. I hardly pushed it at all.
It's $60 more than this fucking podcast has generated.
Yeah, so
Well, we talked about. Remember, we talked about making T-shirts, and we had some really good ideas, but we just never went down that road.
So yeah, we've
execute.
We've talked.
Execute.
That's
Pull the damn trigger.
That's the problem. We haven't pulled the damn trigger.
That's the problem.
do it.
And so we've talked about it.
Stop thinking about it and just do
Don't
it.
let your dreams be
So
dreams,
it fucking
Adam.
Shia LaBeouf, that crazy fucking video.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just do it.
So we talked about it, all these quotable things that we've said in the past, putting that on a shirt. So first and foremost, it would be a quote of something that would be pertinent that nobody would recognize, or that people would be like, "Who said that?"
Inside jokes.
Exactly.
That's a quote right there. That's one of our quotes. We use pertinent more than anyone in the entire
it's
fucking
pert.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We, get
We
to the
say
point where
it's
it's
pert.
pert. But you say that, people are
P-E-R-T.
like, what? Some people are going to maybe ask a question like, "What is that? Where did you hear that? Tell me about that." You know what I mean? Whatever. It's free advertising.
Exactly.
And,
That's exactly what it is.
but
It's advertising that people pay you to do.
yeah.
Can I ask my questions?
Well,
now?
I gotta
Yeah.
say,
Jamie's got questions.
Hold on. Before your question, Jamie, I gotta say
Jamie's
your
the queen.
YouTube intro Casey, is fucking fire.
It actually is.
I
really
saw. I
fucking
clicked on the most recent video that you uploaded like 12 hours ago.
Yeah,
and the intro is fucking.
You mean
fire,
like the little?
Isn't there literal fire?
Fireball?
I was gonna say, isn't there literal
dude,
fire
legit.
in it?
I paid $18 for that thing.
No way.
Hell yeah.
When you said
it's
it was
really
fire, I was
good.
like,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was like, I looked at it too. It's a literal fire.
I just wanted a little something
Fireball
short and
that
sweet.
turns
Show
into
the
his
logo. Get in the video. Yeah.
So I have 2 questions for you. So you're a gamer.
I am. I'm a
Do you
nerd.
only do PC games?
Oh yeah.
That's
PC
it?
Master Race. That's what they call it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The
What?
PC Master Race.
Master
It's like this joke
Yeah.
that people who play PC think that they're better than everybody
So
else.
you don't do any other
Yeah,
sort of game
that's
console?
it.
No,
Damn
I don't
it.
own one. I mean, I think my wife and I have been talking about getting her a Switch, but they're like pretty
Oh,
overpriced, honestly.
They're pretty hefty.
Now-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
They
like
ran out of Switches
it's
during quarantine.
Yeah,
Man.
true. They ran out of a lot of stuff.
We have a Switch.
My wife and we've been looking for a camera. So like, I just use like a webcam for my face cam in the
Yeah.
videos right now. But my wife and I went out. We actually just bought a Canon camera. And it's like we were looking for this like $600 camera, and it does not exist for under $650. It just doesn't exist. There's no such thing. $700, and after tax, it ended up being because Tennessee loves their tax. It ended up being like, it was like $690. Oh my god!
I grew up in a gaming family. I mean, my husband game together.
Yeah.
And so I was hoping that you were a console gamer because
No.
I'm,
That's
I
for
use.
peasants.
Do you
Yeah.
look down on console gamers?
Yes.
Are you one of those?
Damn. No, I'm just
fucking
kidding.
elitist.
I'm
dude.
just-
So elitist,
No,
man.
I'm a little snobby, but I don't. I'm just kidding.
fucking elitist.
Yeah.
To
My
each
other
their own.
question,
Live and let live.
My other question was like, what other question was, what does your wife do? You
What does my
mentioned your
wife do? Yeah, so my wife works from home. Without disclosing, too much personal stuff.
No, yeah.
She works from home. It's like this really chill job, 30 hours a week. But so it's a great thing because her she gets paid pretty well for what she does. The issue is more that she just has a lot of free time and I don't. And I think she resents me for it because she's like bored a lot. I mean, this poor girl's watched Gilmore Girls like 4 times through since summer started. And I'm like, God.
Tell her to start a gaming YouTube channel.
Dude, I was telling her to set a fucking YouTube channel like, dude, watch me watch Gilmore Girls. Like
Reaction.
someone will be like, "There's no fucking way this is a real channel," and then it'll grow.
I mean, really, I've never seen Gilmore Girls, so if your wife wants to be friends, we could literally do a YouTube.
yeah.
We could do a YouTube channel with me watching it for the first time and her watching it.
yeah.
and
the name of the
that's just
channel
what
could
it
be like,
is.
And she's the professional.
Deconstruct Gilmore, where you just like deconstruct every episode and be like, you know what, I don't trust that. Like, I don't trust that emotion right there. Rory,
insincere.
you should. Isn't it one of their characters?
Oh my
Rory.
God,
Yeah, Rory's the
Anna!
daughter.
No, fuck you.
Rory and Lorelai. Yeah.
No, I'm just tuned in. Shut the fuck
Rory,
up.
Rory is Lorelai's daughter.
I don't even know the Adam. Oh,
Yeah.
I know the theme song by heart now.
You were
How
so-
many times I've
Can
heard
we
it.
edit
I
that
bet
part
you
out?
do.
No, we're not editing that out. You precious
need to edit
little,
that.
you precious human
No,
being.
wait. Did you just know a name? I know
Yes.
the name.
Rory and
Oh,
Lorelai.
see, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Rory.
is wrong?
My little cousin used to watch Gilmore
Guess
Girls.
what? I know no names. I'm a fucking female, and I have a daughter, and I have sisters, and I have.
It's probably
Well, congratulations, Jamie.
Well, good for you guys.
Well, I think because Gilmore Girls was kind of
Me and Jamie are going at each other this episode.
I love you though.
Gilmore Girls was
I love
big
you
when I was young, so
Yeah.
that's probably why.
And you and Devin were both born in '93.
Yeah, I'm like 2 weeks older than him.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's why he's so elite.
Yeah.
He's 2 weeks older than I am. Plays PC.
so
Goddamn
weird.
right.
I'm just an average Xbox gamer.
I had this
I am
really
too.
weird interaction recently. I never think about my age unless I wake up and I'm in pain. And then I'm like, God, my God, I'm 40 fucking 1 years old. Or I feel like I'm having a heart attack or a stroke again. Like it's just crazy how that shit happens. But I had an interaction recently where I didn't think about the fact that I was almost 20 years older than this person. It just didn't occur to me that I was damn near 20 years older than the person I was talking to. And they had this kind of odd reaction to something I said. And it started off kind of friendly, and then they kind of had this odd reaction, and I had to unpack it. Like I walked away and was like, why did they have such a weird reaction to that? And then I realized, like, when I was 20 and I was talking to someone that was 40, I had weird reactions too, because
But
I'm
isn't
like,
it weird though? Because you don't feel.
Yes, like,
you don't
'cause-
feel like they're any different from you.
yes, because I was like,
Which
this
is really
person's an
upsetting.
adult. You know what I mean? Like when
No,
you're
I
20 years
definitely know.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm,
like you're
I'm-
looking at someone, what the fuck?
The lights are flickering. Yeah.
I feel like I'm 36,
too.
and I've never felt like an adult in my entire life. ever.
Is the
I
recording still
don't-
going on your end?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
cool,
I have
cool.
2 kids. I'm married. I still don't feel like an adult. I mean,
Yeah.
My buddies.
Well,
and I-
honestly, you guys. Sorry, Casey. Jamie and Adam, you guys are. I feel like you're younger souls because Adam tries to always stay in the know, like technologically.
He said it tonight.
And then Jamie,
and I just look younger.
Jamie, I feel like culturally,
and I
He's
look,
younger.
in
and I
tune.
and I
Yeah,
look,
he
and
said
I
it
look
tonight. He was like,
younger.
"Holy shit! I didn't know you were 41. I thought you were like
And
in
I
your mid
look
30s."
younger.
Yeah.
you
and
look
I look
younger. Too,
younger.
Jamie. You look
and
younger.
you look younger. You're so beautiful because you're younger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin.
Yeah.
You're
Age,
the
The problem
age
is-
gracefully.
Yeah, well, I told him tonight. I was like, the problem is that I've always tried to be young at heart. I'm cantankerous and I'm a dick, and but and I try to like soften the edges on that kind of stuff. I've
Never
tried to-
take yourself too seriously. It's so important, man.
Well, yes, but the problem is that I'm scared shitless that like tomorrow someone's gonna be like, "What are you, 65?" It's just gonna it's gonna happen.
Boomer.
Yeah, it's just gonna fucking happen. Like I'm gonna go to the doctor and he's gonna be like, "You're dying," and I'm like, my whole body's just gonna change.
Right?
I'm only 37.
Yeah, like I'm at 41. Fuck this shit. Like, I don't know. It does. It scares the shit out of me. I just don't, because I don't have a lot of gray hair. You know what I mean? Like I'm active.
You got a lot of gray beard.
Yeah, I do have a lot of gray beard. Yeah, I have a lot of
I'm
salt.
the same though. Like it's
peppery
weird.
beard.
I remember when I moved to Nashville, and I was in my mid-20s, and I was working with a girl who I thought was close to my age, and she was like, "I'm 32," and I was like, "You don't look that old," and I still think about that once a week of how
Yeah.
much of an asshole I sounded because
Yeah.
now I'm fucking 36. I'm like, if somebody said to me that,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
know.
older than that, I would fucking rip your face off, but
I
like in
know.
a nice way, be like, "Okay, bitch."
I know.
But-
I hate telling people that I was born in 1979. It's totally ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Like, who was president then? Was it
Look,
Lincoln?
he just said, "Holy
79.
shit."
Who was the president in 79?
Yeah, it was Lincoln.
Mine
yeah.
was Bush.
Or
Mine
wait,
was-
maybe it was Washington.
Mine
Like
was
Nixon?
mine was the first. Mine was the first Bush when I was born.
I want to say it was Gerald Ford.
It was whatever was before Bush.
It was like
Because Reagan was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Reagan
Yes.
was like 84, I think.
so. It was either
No.
Carter or Ford.
Oh no, I'm
Hold
sorry.
on, let me
It
ask
had
Siri.
to
Yeah, it
be
was Jimmy
Ford.
Carter, I think.
It was. It
I
was.
think you're right.
Maybe
Who
Reagan
was the
when I was
president in
born, and then
1979?
Here's what I found from wikipedia.org. James L. Carter Jr., born October
Jimmy Carter, yeah.
so it was Carter, Reagan,
Yeah.
and then
Dude.
Bush Senior.
Did you hear Jimmy Carter speaking at the DNC?
Can we
Shut
talk
up.
about how
No, I
fucking
did not.
awesome Carter is?
Dude, Jimmy Carter is talking at the DNC, and he sounded like a carcass, like with sound.
I was
coming
about
out
to say,
of him.
how fucking old is this guy?
I mean, he's old. He's like,
I mean, he's still building houses for Habitat for
I mean,
Humanity.
he's in his like
Holy
late
shit,
70s.
what a trooper.
He's in his like late 70s, early 80s.
I was just reading this thing that was like he sold his family's peanut farm, so it wouldn't be a conflict of interest when he was president, and is still building houses.
Yeah, he was still a
And-
garbage president, though.
He was not.
is he older than Biden?
Oh,
He's-
Carter?
Carter?
How old is he?
No, he was a
it
terrible.
was a
Jimmy
Biden
Carter was
joke,
like one of
bro.
the
I thought
worst,
you were
like
serious, and I was like,
statistically,
Devin.
one of the worst presidents we ever had. 'Cause
Objectively
Devin,
bad
stop.
president.
He did nothing.
Yeah.
That was the problem with his presidency, is that every time that he would start to do something, they would waffle, or his Congress and Senate would like shut him down, and he did nothing. That was the reason why his life goal was to basically reset on what he wanted to do while he was president. He's done more since he was an ex-president than any president like in history.
I love him now.
He what the
has.
fuck are you laughing about?
What a
Yeah.
chance. I'm just laughing
Yeah,
at the situation.
Jimmy Carter
like,
has been like a total
Holy
badass
shit.
Yeah.
since he
Huge
was
badass.
He was-
fucking
and it's
crucify
fun.
me for laughing.
You're like,
Horror.
yeah,
Oh, Jimmy Carter doing so much outside of presidency.
yeah. Is that how I said it?
You're an old, apparently you're an old man now.
I know.
Har,
yeah,
har, har.
it happened.
God damn it, Devin.
I don't know what else to talk. Devin, what the
I want
fuck?
to talk about.
Oh, there it is.
I'm checking my battery life, bro.
Oh.
Chill. I want to talk about your profession, Casey.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are a chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
I am, yeah.
I don't know shit about chiropractic care. I've only been once, and it was because I was forced to go.
Devin also doesn't believe in chiropractic care.
That's fine. A lot of
Well,
people
I'm
don't.
just
Well, what is that?
We can
because
say
he
that.
laughed at you. So
That's
I
not what
know.
I'm on
Right in
here
there.
for.
But
not
like,
what
what
I'm
does
on
that
here
mean
for.
if you don't believe? Like, he obviously does it.
A lot of people think that chiropractors, you get like chiropractors aren't real doctors. Chiropractors are, like witch doctors. Chiropractors are quacks. And I think, there's the reason why people get these reputations is because those sorts of people do exist.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was in grad school, that was something I always thought about. I'm like, there's a reason why people think the chiropractors are quacks, because there's a lot of chiropractors that are quacks. And my mindset. So Devin, in short, my view on chiropractic and why, like how I view myself contributing to somebody's health is, kind of like a wellness through movement, having joints that are moving healthy, which allows the rest of your body to move and feel healthy. So there's this
respectable
biomechanical theory called the kinetic chain theory, which is everything in your body is connected in one way, shape, or form, and everything moves as one cohesive unit. And so if you have, a chink in the chain, so to speak, so let's say you have something going on, you tweaked your hip and it's hurting you, and you got a little bit of a limp, whether you're conscious of it or not, you have this tiny little limp. And so your knee and then the low back overcompensate to make sure that movement is happening as normal as it possibly can. So then all of a sudden you get back pain, you get knee pain. And so
that's my life.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so my mindset as a chiropractor is to get that hip moving and get the knee moving and get the low back moving, get everything on the same page, kind of tune those frequencies in so the muscles and the joints are all on that same page. So everything is moving as a cohesive unit. Does that make sense?
See, that's respectable. Yeah. I really like the way that you explain that.
If you would have said anything else, he would have been like hogwash.
Yeah. If you would have framed it a word differently, I would have been like, "This is a fucking shit."
Yeah.
You got the chiropractor talk about subluxation.
Yeah. Poppycock.
Come on, no malarkey.
Do you, which is something being a mom that I've seen a lot lately, do you do chiropractic on babies?
So
that has become over the last probably like at least the last 8 years since Elle was born. My daughter.
He always insists on holding me like a baby when he does the chiropractic.
I hold him and I whisper sweet nothing.
But that's become a big thing. I have friends who've had chiropractors for their newborns.
So yes, I personally don't have a whole lot of experience. I only graduated in October of last year, so I'm fairly fresh to the profession. But I have.
Do you have an opinion on that?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So chiropractic, if you're ever concerned about chiropractic, it is statistically the safest doctor's office that you could ever go into. Like, you are significantly less likely to be harmed in any way, shape, or form in a chiropractic office than any other office.
Yeah.
And then you get you hear the arguments about strokes, and that's a very valid point. People say, I've heard about this model who went into the chiropractor's office.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, there was a story about 3 years ago. This model, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but she got adjusted at a chiropractor's office and had a stroke and died. And this isn't like a stroke, like a blood clot on the brain. This is like a basilar artery, vertebral artery dissection. And so the idea is that when you're getting adjusted, they tweak your neck too hard and it slices a vein in your neck and you bleed out and die. And it does happen. And, and that's something that a lot of chiropractors don't like to talk about. But the major thing is that the techniques that they teach you is to minimize the amount of twisting that you're doing on the necks, to make it the most effective while the least stressful for the body type of movement that you can get. And so, it's it happens.
So you want your patients to walk out feeling relieved.
Oh yeah.
So would you?
Well, it makes a lot of sense how you're trying to get them back in sync, and I really do believe everything is connected, no matter your body or if I'm going really big, the universe.
Oh yes.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, and here you are, Mister. I don't believe in
I've
chiropractic
never fucking
shit.
talked about this before. Shut up.
Nor will we ever talk
anyway.
about it again.
God.
No. I get it though. I get it.
Just gonna leave.
Yeah, just get.
All right, but anyway,
today's
my
the last
question,
day of Open Box Policy.
Yeah, Hey, you guys can go monetize your own shit, okay?
Yeah.
Since I do everything on the back end.
Oh, shut up.
Got him.
God.
So what's the schooling situation like as far as becoming a chiropractor?
That's a good one.
Is it more of a specialized school unit,
Very
or is it
much
a
so.
generalized?
Yeah. So I got my 4-year. I have a bachelor's degree in biology.
Do you have to have a bachelor's degree to?
No.
Okay.
So the requirements are strange. You need at least 90 credits, and it's about 60 of them or something like that has to be in certain classes like
Biology.
anatomy, biology, and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But that being said, I had a lot of goofballs that were in my class that were like philosophy degrees or like business or economy degrees. And it's like, how are you here? Like, how are you qualified to be here? But then anyway, so grad school for chiropractic school is an additional 3 years, and it's a specialized like 1 year of just like hard hitting the books, anatomy.
Yeah.
Like you're in the wet lab with like cadavers studying human anatomy.
I did cadavers. I loved it.
Oh, it's horrible. I hated it.
Sorry.
It smells bad too. But then the second year is a lot of like practicing, adjusting under supervision and all this stuff. And then the third year is like clinicals where you're adjusting patients. The school operates as sort of a clinic where it's kind of like
a residency if you were a
kind of.
Yeah.
It's a student clinic. So basically what it is it's basically a welfare clinic. It's a clinic where it's super cheap to go in. You get adjusted for like $20.
Oh, yeah.
You don't go in expecting...
Like what we have at Meharry downtown for like a dental school.
Exactly.
People can go in there
like,
and get dental procedures done.
Or like Vanderbilt.
Or the hair,
Vanderbilt tends
the
to be cheaper.
haircut place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go to exactly. You go to a Cosmo school, they'll cut your hair for cheaper.
Yeah, okay.
And then I did that, and then I came out here and I had an internship in Nashville, and my wife and I timed it up so that we could get married, honeymoon, move down here. I had my internship, and that was when I started really getting into the YouTube stuff because I didn't have any income because I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
So, then that's how that all tied together, and then it ended up, the YouTube took off, my career is doing well. And so it's just like, in a good spot now. So it's great. Yeah, life's good.
That's cool.
At the level of education that you currently have, could you start your own practice, or is that a further thing that
totally.
you need to do?
So as far as like qualifications go, I could start a business today if I wanted to. It's more of a business know-how, like, because if you own a business, like, you got to handle the marketing, you got to handle all that back end paperwork bullshit. You want to accept.
Well, and you're pretty. I mean, you're doing the chiropractic stuff is pretty new, so you can keep doing it, continue on, and then probably in a few years. Yeah.
So that's my like 10-year plan is to not be an associate at a clinic for the rest of my life, but to own my own clinic. And honestly, if the YouTube stuff takes off to the point where the income is competitive with the chiropractic stuff, I'll just go down to being a part-time chiropractor and dedicate more time to YouTube, because it's
there you go.
It's crazy. I mean, like, per hour, I make roughly the same on YouTube that I do as a chiropractor per hour.
That's what you told me.
Oh,
that's why I was like, Jesus Christ. I remember thinking to myself.
That's why Adam was like, I'd quit my job. We're like at $15,000 a year. He's like, well.
But it's the per hour
It'll
thing.
Turn out.
Which, when you put it into perspective, it's like, he goes and does 3 hours of work, or whatever you do, like on this YouTube channel, and like that. So statistically, that's incredible.
And here's the
That's incredible.
And here's the benefit of it is that everything is heading in that direction. You know what I mean? Like everything's heading.
The future is online.
Exactly, 100%. So like, you're not, as long as you keep, let's say you just keep the followers you have now. I mean, even if you slowly increase, that's where everything is going now online.
I mean, based on, so there's this website called Social Blade that keeps track of your statistics. That basically it does, like estimates based on your growth and on a linear pattern and all that stuff.
I would love to see ours on here. It would just be
And so the Social Blade has me hitting 40,000 subscribers around like July or February or January or February.
So it forecasts.
Yeah, it does. It gives you estimates. And so, and it tells you like how many views you get, like, and the big one, that's the views is what matters. The sub count is nice because it says like, oh yeah, I have this many people that have like clicked the button. To subscribe to me.
You can have subscribers that don't watch your shit.
So I was looking. How many followers do you have?
26,000.
Yeah, but one of the videos I clicked on was
90.
was like 90K.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't really. I mean, it's great how many followers you have, but like,
it doesn't mean shit.
The views were far past.
I have one video that's actually like hovers like it's about 170,000.
Yeah.
Well, because you don't have to subscribe to a video to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
So the nature of my content is it's episodic. So it's like I'll do a campaign in the game. So it's one save of that game, and I'll play through and I'll record, 30 episodes. So like, 15 hours, 30 half-hour episodes. And then I can that episode. I'm done with that series. I'm done with it. I start the next one. The episode 1 is always the one that draws the most viewership. and then it just tapers down over time because people lose interest. Like, I'm not really enjoying the direction of this.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But is it a game that because I don't know, is it a game where, let's say somebody starts right now and they're going throughout the game and they're looking for advice and they can go and watch your videos?
It's definitely educational. Yeah.
So there's no time limit on your videos. It's not like
you don't have to be like an expert.
Yeah, you don't have to be an expert. Somebody could start. There'd be 10 people starting this game right now and looking for information, and then they find yours, and then that can just.
Oh, totally. And I get comments like that, not every day, but most days, saying, "Hey, I didn't know you could do that. Thank you."
Yeah.
And that's actually, it's funny. That was kind of the original pitch I gave to my wife. I'm like, listen, this stuff is educational. I'm helping people learn. I'm also entertaining. She's like, you're literally playing video games. I was like, you literally wanted to pay like $60 last month so you could have Hulu, so you could watch TV.
Man,
it's like people watch my stuff for free.
I'm playing The Witcher the third time through with all the expansion packs.
Cyberpunk's coming out. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, so I'm doing all the we finished it, but then I'm doing all expansion packs and side quests. And I don't know how many times I'm in an area and I'm like, I'm gonna go look this up online and like watch a kind of a walkthrough of different areas I should be going to.
Tutorials and guides
on
YouTube. Are great. Oh, I do that all the time.
And same thing. It's kind of one of those things. It's like there's no expiration date on it. Like The Witcher came out years and years ago, and here I am playing it for the third time, and I'm still looking it up on YouTube, and they're counting up views. And
I do it as well. And that's one of the nice things of being like an insider in the community that I'm in, is that I'm friends with all the people that make the guides. So I'll just like send them a message on Discord. I'll say, hey man, how was it you did that? And they'll like tell me in the DMs. So it's funny,
Yeah.
Yeah, so the video that I listened to, you had like I think 2 or 3 other people on it. Do you usually do it by yourself, or do you like to have other people?
Yeah, generally I do it. Generally I do it by myself. That campaign you're talking about right now is it was like a orchestrated collaboration campaign. These guys are much smaller than me. The one guy has like 15,000 subscribers, and then after that it's like 6,000, and the other guy's at 3 or something like that. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use them to get content because they're fun and entertaining to be around. But my people that watch it, say the video will end up getting like 7,000 or 8,000 views. If even 200 of them go and subscribe to the other guy, then those guys gain 200 subscribers off that video, right? So it's kind of
helping out the community.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's something that I would really much want to do, because I've had bigger guys that have done collaborations with me that I'm like, shit, man, these guys are like 40,000 subscribers, and they're helping me out.
It's just like how, we are going to help you out with you being on our podcast.
Exactly.
We're going to help.
I will now be successful.
It's going to be,
my gratitude is immeasurable.
Totally fucking flipped.
We are
all
not
know
selfish. Hey, guy, we are not selfish.
God bless you.
We're helping you.
Yeah.
Listen, you heard a lot of listeners heard a lot of hostility towards each other on this one between the judges, almost called it judges, the hosts. We're not usually like that.
Everybody love
even
everybody.
If we are, we still love each other.
Everybody love everybody.
Jamie and I love each other. Adam and I love each other.
Happening?
I guess they love each
I
other.
like how you said Jamie and I love each other, Adam and I love each other, and you never fixed the triangle. You like there was a triangle.
No, it's not a triangle. It's an obtuse angle.
Yeah. It's like a Pac-Man. Like it never goes this. It never goes the other way.
Fucking going.
Yeah.
I'd like to think we're pretty entertaining. I think our next big step, honestly, would be to record us as far as like video.
Yes, well, if we could ever,
I don't think people want to see our faces. Though,
I think if we just got a little bit more exposure, every time that we've ever gone and tried to monetize an advertisement or monetize one of
look
our
at Adam right now. I'm sorry. I was thinking if you were on YouTube and you have gulasses and your eyes closed and your face.
I am very tired.
I will say that adding video,
the sleeping podcast.
Who wants to see me constantly roll my eyes and dart them at Adam?
If we were on video, it'd be totally different. I am fucking exhausted, but if we, just a little bit more exposure or whatever, I mean, it goes a long way. I mean, you suddenly start picking up a lot of ground.
And I definitely agree with that. So The thing is, you always have to consider as an investment that may or may not go through. So the major thing is there is a big upfront cost to setting up a podcast. There's an even bigger upfront cost to setting up a podcast with video, let alone quality video. Because if you're going to get cameras, you better not be going out and getting some bullshit camera.
But
you need to get like a nice mirrorless camera.
Does anybody really want to see the three of us talk?
So
it would add an additional element.
I mean, if you guys want to do something fun, like if you want to dress up like Ragnar the Viking, or like you want to,
it adds to your marketability.
Buckle your belt up.
Yeah, for sure.
It adds to your marketability.
I mean, people like things that they can see.
It's relatable, exactly.
People like things that they can see better. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But Adam, you would have to like button up your pants.
He did tonight. I just made a joke about that. I just made a joke
Casey's here.
And his pants. I tapped him like I was like, "Button your belt up," and he looked at his belt. And I was like, "Oh yeah, Casey's."
Yeah. People make fun of me, man. I'll walk into my friends' houses and do the same thing. I always walk in and I undo my belt. So I'll walk around friends' houses, and my buddies
just to let them know what's up.
Well, and it's like
I've only been on this podcast maybe 4
like
times
a chick taking a bra.
Adam's belt is not just flopping around.
So
I literally get in my car every day and just take my belt out, open it up.
Yeah. So my friends make fun of me. They make fun of me. They're like, "Why's your belt off?" Like, because I don't fucking like.
The belt buckle digs into your gut. When you got a little gut, it happens. It's a thing.
Listen, I have boobs. The first thing I do when I get home is take my bra off.
Yeah.
So then you should understand that taking the belt off.
I'm only wearing a bra. No, I'm not saying I don't understand it. I just think it because I've only known Adam.
Well, because I don't take my bra off. I let my bra hang. Like it's like
he opens the bra and lets it flap around.
Like flopping. So that's the difference. If I undid my belt and like unfurled it and put it somewhere, but I'll let it hang and it jangles around. Yeah, it's obnoxious.
Yeah,
it's obnoxious.
I know.
And on that note,
it jangles.
Yeah. Casey, thank you for coming on.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Casey.
you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Devin, take us
real
out.
Quick.
Oh, no,
real quick.
Here we go.
What's your YouTube channel name, and where can they follow you on socials? And also, if you feel comfortable disclosing this, where are you a chiropractor?
Just give any information you want.
So the YouTube channel is called Chewyshoot, CHEWYSHOOT, and you can find that over at youtube.com/Chewyshoot. Also, same name on Twitter and Instagram. And I do have a Discord server if anybody's interested in talking video games on that. That link is going to be on the YouTube channel. But as far as the chiropractic stuff, I decided I was going to keep that on the DL because I try to keep my private life and my professional life separate. You know, so
I do too.
Good choice.
I do too.
I don't want those degenerates on my YouTube channel finding me, and, heckling me in my work.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Thank you, Casey.
Well, thanks for coming on, Casey.
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed it. I'm going to take us out. This is Devin.
This is Adam.
This is Jamie.